Welcome, everybody. It's the Doc, John Macaroon, doing some reporting. Obviously, you heard the news earlier that Maxx Crosby from the insiders, Diana Rossini and Jay Glazer, that they believe that they're hearing strongly that Maxx Crosby could be traded from the Raiders. It's time. It's clearly time. So, naturally, obviously, when you hear that, I didn't go get that information. It was out there today. So I made some calls and had to get two people to independently tell me, okay, it's pretty clear that Maxx Crosby would welcome a trade to the Lions. But it's now in writing and clearly from your trusted source, the Lone Wolves podcaster, Maxx Crosby's first choice, if he gets traded, is to your Detroit Lions. Top option for the 28-year-old. He wants to come to the Lions. If the opportunity presents itself, he's not going to demand any trades, but you're hearing the whispers. You're seeing the smoke. So I reached out to trusted league contacts, and it's set in stone. It's set that if he's traded, his first love and choice would be the Detroit Lions. So make it happen, right? Am I wrong? Now, here's a situation that you got to pay attention to. If this stuff is kind of being floated out there, now you recognize that the Raiders are starting to put together what they want. Multiple first-round picks. They're talking about Micah Parsons. The Lions have to be steadfast in their ability to make a deal that's fair. But it's time. Bring Maxx Crosby home. You heard it from the doc. First choice. The Lions are the team that he wants to play for. And why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he want to come to a team that's won in 4 straight years? Feels like the culture would fit. He's got ties to Eastern Michigan. It would be a big addition. It would be a starting point to repair your defense that was not good enough in 2025. We're not saying it's going to happen. We're not saying any trade motions are, any situations are in place, but all we're saying clearly, so you get it right, if Maxx Crosby gets traded, his first option would clearly be the Detroit Lions. Set in stone. Book it. What do you guys think? Did some work today. Also, just to let you guys know, I went downtown. I was in the law offices of Jonathan Marco, PLLC. It was wild. It was wild to be there in person and to ask the attorney questions regarding what went down with the $100 million lawsuit. But I'm not going to talk about that. It's all at Detroit Podcast. I took multiple videos. I asked direct questions, and I wrote a great story on it. It was cool. I got to be a reporter for a Wednesday and got to go downtown and park and be, you know, if you check out the Zoom video, if it's ever out there, I'm walking back. But what do you guys think? Shout out to the 300 people. Oh, you guys are interested in Maxx Crosby. Yeah, no doubt. It's the news of the day regarding the league. Jay Glazer brought it up in regards to what was said by kind of just the vibe that he's getting from Maxx Crosby. Clearly, when he got shut down, it did not go well for the Raiders. It just kind of put everything in motion. This is a player that wants to win. He wants to win, and he's not accepting what's going on with the Raiders. So listen, I know it's tough when a team clearly knows that a player is fond of an organization. They're trying to get as much as possible, and the Lions are trying to pay the least as possible. I wouldn't pay 2 first-rounders, but I'd give up 1. I'd give up a first-rounder. Wouldn't you? I'd give up a first right now all day. But first and foremost, the starting point is the belief around the league is that Maxx Crosby's time with the Raiders is done. First choice, your Detroit Lions. That's at least nice to hear, right? It's lovely to hear. And it's not my responsibility to give you odds as to how close is it going to be to happen. Obviously, they got to talk and make a deal. But you just at least you would believe, based on Jay Glazer, I'm going to play it, you would think the Lions were one of the 20 teams. You would think that they would call and be like, for real. Let's play. This is Jay Glazer. He appeared on Yahoo, courtesy of Yahoo. He showed up and had a conversation. Here's what he said. And the cost is going to be high. But we shall see if the Lions are willing to be in that market, to get in that game. Get in the game. Get in the game, baby. Why not? Get in the game and have an opportunity to be part of a winner. Nobody's a fan of just being average. Take a stance. Make it known when free agency starts in March that this is your target. This is your guy. Here's what Jay Glazer. When I saw this, I was coming back from the office from the lawyer, and I said, oh, okay, let me call and see. Listen, I know people that are close with Maxx Crosby. And I had to get it from two different people, not just one. Multiple people told me. And it makes sense. It's not out of the ordinary, but the words were used. First choice, Detroit Lions. Here's what Jay Glazer said today. This is what got the ball rolling for me to use. Look, I'm a reporter. I got two phones. So I used it today. I used the phones today. And that's what I heard. And all I'm doing is relaying what I heard. This is from Jay Glazer. Let me get this bump in here.
There's a couple guys. If they tell you they're playing, they're playing.
I think his time with the Raiders is done.
I do.
Okay. Before the draft?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Is there a landing spot that makes sense in your opinion?
A ton of them. I'm not going to say
What
what it is yet because I'm going to try and help it out.
Sure. What kind of haul do you think realistically a Maxx Crosby gets in general?
He probably more than Micah. So the day it happened, no less than 20 teams called me and asked, dude, is this real? Can we get him? What's it for? I'm like, God, we're not there yet, but yes, it's real.
Do you think his time with the Raiders is done because that's a Raiders decision or because that's a Maxx Crosby decision?
They didn't want to do it. But he was just like, I'm not going through another rebuild. There's a couple guys. If they tell you they're playing, they're playing.
I think his time with the Raiders is done.
I do.
Okay.
So there you go. That got the wheels in motion. The NFL world is talking. It's clear. It's not a secret. Maxx Crosby was not thrilled with everything that went down with the Raiders. Supposedly, obviously, the losing is going to get to him. He's 28 years old. At the bottom of my story, you can read, last year he said, I'm a winner. I want to be part of a winner. I want to be part of a winning organization. It's time. You got to take a swing. It's the perfect fit. There's no excuse for reports not to come out when free agency starts that the Lions are trying. But, finally, to me, it's time to pull the trigger and make the deal happen. A player that fits your culture is an all-out player. He is a Lion. Shout out to the 550 people here. All I ask of you is hit the like button for me, please. It's the free and easy way to make it happen. Appreciate it. Smash the like button. Super chats go right to the front of the line. I appreciate all of you that are tuning in. You appreciate the work. You know that I'm a trusted, reliable reporter. I'm doing the work and bringing you what I know. No BS. Let's go to you guys. Your reaction from the Detroit Lions on SI report that the Lions are the first choice for Maxx Crosby. Michael Hanton, 954. I want him, but we have too many needs to trade our picks away. This is where Brad Holmes has to. You got to remember, too, would you rather have a Tyleik Williams or a Maxx Crosby? Tyleik Williams was good, but was he that impactful for you? When you needed a run stopper, did he do anything? Remember, you have other picks. You can trade a fifth rounder for another fifth rounder and a sixth rounder. You can trade back. Remember that this, to me, I am not married to draft picks. They are 50-50 at best, and Brad Holmes told me that he can do all the research in the world. He can do all the psychological testing, do all the grittiness tests, and there's still risks. It's not even 50% that a player that you draft is going to hit. Give me proven talent. Proven. You see what Maxx Crosby can do. He fits. You can't tell me that he doesn't fit, and he would be better than a Tyreek Williams was. I would trade Tyreek Williams and Terry Arnold. So tell me, just straight up, 2 first-round picks, Terry Arnold and Tyreek Williams for Maxx Crosby. Would you make that deal? Come on, people. Come on. You have more picks. Brad Holmes, if you believe in your general manager that he's got the chance to use these picks, I'm more of the opinion, if I see something on film that I like, go get it. Make it happen. Now, good question, Jomo Lion King. I would do 1 first rounder. That's it. It starts there. A first and a third, first and a fourth. 1. I would start with hoping that you can get away with 1. When it gets to 2, I'm open for it. I am an F them picks guy. You're right there in that spot. F them picks. You're right there. Beyond 26 and 27, I don't think you have, with Jared Goff, this infinite window. You're going to have to tear down and move on from a lot of players and get more. So one guy I want to bring in is Maxx Crosby. You can't. You can't. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to show you this. Look what people write me. Look at this guy. I'm going to share. Anthony Writer 5 messaged me. Tell me your sources. You believe me or you don't? So my message was, you believe or you don't. We don't care. That's my message to this guy. You think I care? You think I'm going to tell you who told me that? So that's my message. That's how I'm going to reply. Listen, I can't. Listen, it's a simple premise for those of you that are not media literate. If I would say these 2 people told me, then the next time they would not tell me that. Come on, guys. I don't care if you believe it or not. I'll be honest. I would love it if you believed it. But come on, let's have some level of respect for the fact that, look, I'm telling you, I got 2 phones. What am I using them for? Tell me who your sources are. Listen, I like to talk to these people. It doesn't matter. It's all subjective. Luis Calderon, you have no credibility, my guy. It's all good, brother. There's 1,000 people here. We're having a good chat. You're messaging me. It puts a smile on my face. God, you see, the thing that is interesting to talk about real fast is it's all subjective. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you do, you don't. You believe, you don't. All I can do is keep battling, going on year 8 to show you I'm a good guy. That's all I can do, brother. Big smile on my face. Look at this office, brother. I'm doing okay. Sorry, Mr. Luis. I know, Steve. Listen, it's not our job to prognosticate the odds. If I had the odds, I'd say it's 20% that he doesn't. But that's one side that has to at least know, and it's pretty clear. Maxx Crosby has ties here. He'd be great in the community. For 3 years, he plays tail off. Make it happen. GAMG, Channel 55. Yo, Doc, who else would they trade along with the first-round pick? That's great. I just, I don't know if they'd ask for players. Would they ask for players? Typically, you don't have a defensive end to give back. So that's where maybe multiple draft picks might do it. You know what? Here's what I would do. It'd be funny. I'll give you Brian Branch and a first rounder. Dom Yusuf. Doc, we have to restructure Goff to do it. There's no way I'm adding any years onto Goff. He doesn't fit the modern game more than ever. Dom is not for the restructure. You're going to restructure Goff. You have to, or you have no money to even try. Wait a minute. Yeah, you should give me the side eye. Wait a minute. Brad, are you listening? A guy is telling you, an all-pro defensive end is telling you. Is it real? I mean, come on. Aiden Hutchinson, Maxx Crosby for 3 years. I don't care the result. Put Maxx Crosby in a Lions uniform. That justifies $400 that you're charging these people. That's sacking the quarterback. That probably makes Tyleik Williams better. That makes Roy Lopez better. That might make Aiden Hutchinson a 25 sack guy a year. All I can do is tell you what the side. Listen, it's not me just drumming up attention. A report came from Jay Glazer and Diana Rossini. It's coming to fruition. It's pretty well known now that there's issues with Raiders and Maxx Crosby. So I made some phone calls, and that's what was produced. If you believe it, I love it. If you don't, it doesn't matter. The doc's good. I think the doc's good. Got 1,000 people in here on a Wednesday. Typically, it's the slowest day of the week. But today was a nice day. I think I'm on the lucky side of the media, creating my own company, not relying on anybody else. But my two, what's in between my head here and my fingers, I got lucky. God blessed me with a drive and a little bit of competitiveness and an opportunity to do what I love. 40 phenom with a great profile. I would give Kirby and Branch and a first rounder for Crosby. Kirby, Branch, Terry and Arnold, and a first rounder. 40 phenom, that means a lot. And think about it. Relatively speaking, it's not that the story that Maxx Crosby in the Lions is the first choice is not relatively new. I'm not going to say it, but it's now happening because of the dominoes that are falling. This is new information regarding the hierarchy. It's now official. The Lions are the top dog, the top dog that Maxx Crosby wants to come to. So make it happen. When you got a guy that says, I'm your guy, he's got ties here. That makes his motivation to play and succeed very much well here. Oh, Luis is a Raider fan, man. I'm sorry. You guys went with Geno Smith. We at least took Jared Goff and got some winning seasons out of it. I'm sorry, man. Luis, Habibi. Jump ship. Join the Lions, man. If you're a Raider fan, I'm sorry. Habibi, join the Lions. We'll welcome you in. You can come to the Detroit Lions Lone Wolves podcast, baby. We have the most friendly. We got 1,100 people in here wanting to listen and have a good time. Come on, Luis, Habibi. Join the One Pride. Enjoy the chat. Court, look, exactly. Look where all our picks have gotten us. At the door, but we can't get in. Exactly. Draft and develop gets you relevant. Getting proven players puts you over the top. And then you got to keep doing it. That can't be your offseason. You might need another safety, another linebacker, another interior defensive lineman. Your general manager's got work to do. And the definition of be aggressive means add a lot of players. The Slappies think the team that they have now is good enough. No, it isn't. It just isn't. It's just not good enough. You guys are excited, fired up about Maxx Crosby. You should be. It's an interesting thought because at least, okay, if it's not Maxx Crosby, you need more impact along your defensive line. Too slow with pressure and key moments. Overall, the defensive line had their moments. It wasn't a disaster, but in key moments, when you needed them against the Steelers and you needed them against the Vikings, what happened? I mean, just look at the Steelers game. The must-win game. Jaylen Warren, whew. And we started today on Detroit Lions NSI to give you some answers. Go check out the article that was written by Vito. He said one defensive change the Lions could take advantage of. And that is they're playing way too much 4-3 base. Way too much. There's opportunities now where you start to see that opponents and better teams, the top 10 teams, a handful of them are playing a percentage of nickel coverage and playing nickel, that helps out. The Lions, some of you are even wanting them to switch it up completely and play 3-4. But I'm for the Lions playing a little bit more nickel in nickel coverages. But you got to have the horses to do it. You got to, first and foremost, you got to have a defensive line. And guys, just take a moment of silence for our one Raider fan in the building. I'm sorry. You guys are losers. Oof. You're trying though. Hopefully this new group of coaches will help you guys. I'm sorry. Oof, I feel bad for you. We at least got a taste in 2023 recently. The Raiders are starting over. Woo. I feel bad. Moment of silence. Oh. Woo. Right, but you got a point. Brady is in charge. Give him a little respect. Right. Exactly. It doesn't matter. Like I said, people think that I care. I don't. I write it. You read it. If you don't like it, I don't care. And first of all, if you question it, doesn't make any sense. He's from he has ties to Eastern Michigan. It's not that much of a stretch. And we're not saying he's getting traded here. Just saying that if he gets traded, and obviously words are leaking out. It's not just from me. Jay Glazer, Diana Rossini, and clearly it's now confirmed, if you believe, that the Lions are the number one choice for Maxx Crosby. And for him, it should be. It'd be a great place to play. He'd have a lot of energy. It'd be tough practices. He'd be able to compete and get better. He's a dog, and he's an alpha. I just would love to make it happen. So you guys, let's play general manager for 5 minutes. I'm here till about 7:45, 7:50. Play general manager. What's the best deal? Give me some deals. What are we giving up? First and a second? Would you do 2 firsts? I'm not attached to draft picks. I never have been. Shout out to my guy, Austin Taylor. We're not even at the door anymore. They locked us out last year. Remember, you can become a member, smash the emojis like a lot of fans are. Appreciate you guys, man. It means a lot to me. 1,100 people on an average Wednesday, man. That means a lot. Thank you. It makes all the hard work worth it. Big Jim P on X. Always love you, man, checking in. He's like, it doesn't matter. He's in that 30 million plus club. Figure it out. A lot of good reactions. Big Jim P also says, sure they did. Listen, I understand the mistrust of the media. It doesn't really impact me. Like I said, if you know my story, you know it. Appreciate you, Mick Reynolds, AUG7. This would be amazing. Man, good to see you in here, man. I appreciate you. It would be. But again, keep your hopes realistic. We're talking philosophy. 20% chance they do it. Remember, the doc, your friendly, trusted homie, Habibi, podcaster, writer, insider, entertainer, 20%. But they got to make a push. They got to make a push because you don't want the Packers or the Bears to do this. He can't come to the NFC North. So why not have him come to the Lions? What are your thoughts? Dom, does restructuring Goff's contract mean adding years? It means that you know for sure he's probably going to be here for 26, 27, and most likely 28. Most likely for the next 3 years, you'll have him. And I believe that anyway. The Lions love Jared Goff. They've built their team around him. It's pretty much safe to say, Dom, the Lions, Dan Campbell, has hitched his wagon to Jared Goff. Steve, we aren't winning anything, any ring with that offensive line. Yeah, go get an offensive lineman too. Figure it out. That means you restructure everybody. Amon-Ra, Panay. Right, Brent? Brent DeWitt, Crosby, and Hutch would make an average secondary look great. Super Juggernaut. I heard Titans defensive tackle Sweat could be on the market because he's not the best fit in Salah's scheme. We'll look into it. We're at the early stages of free agency and players. Today we did safeties. Check out Emmett's work. He does great work. He dropped 5 safeties that he thinks the Lions could target in free agency. Super chats go right to the front of the line. Become a member. Great emojis, access to insider videos. Oh, Michinuga has put why'd you put that out there? Rams, Eagles, all the contenders. Bet the Eagles would figure it out. Austin, you're right. Austin Taylor, my guy. Brad's going to hit us. We try. Listen, we tried at this point. Did you hear the message from Jay Glazer? 20 teams. I have to believe one of them was the Lions. I cannot wrap my mind around if there's 12 teams that didn't call, the Lions had to have called. Jay Glazer's been at Allen Park. I see him around. So they had to have called. What percentage Max comes to the Lions? 20%. I feel like you're going to get the report that they tried. But I think the number is going to be high. I think it's going to be costly. I hope that by the time the draft happens, the Lions, I'm all for it. I don't care about draft picks. Guys, the Lions drafted for 5 years. And I could be wrong. I could be in the clouds. I'm open-minded. I'm not that stubborn. But Brad Holmes is drafted for 5 years. For 5 years, he drafted. I got gray and bald in 5 years. I was youthful, vibrant. Now I'm middle-aged. What did it get you? It get you it grew a bunch of fan slappies. That's one thing that happened. But we drafted for 5 years. What did it get you? Injuries and regression. Yes, Brad Holmes has added free agents. Avante Maddox, Roy Lopez, but it's time to step up the class of player you're getting. When we say aggressive, get players ranked in the top 5 of their position that universally everybody goes, okay, we like that guy. Universally, there will be nobody but a bunch of slappy cat people that would not like Maxx Crosby. So I see him, I want him. This is not high-level thinking here. See quarterback, hit quarterback, be aggressive. Am I wrong? Is he a player that you think is at 28, 29 years old, not the right guy to invest that much money in? I'm all for it. Take a chance, man. Take a chance. What's it going to get you? How much more worse can it be than not making the playoffs, in my humble opinion? That's just me. TM? Exactly. Look how long it took Holmes to get rid of Hendon Hooker. Holmes isn't business-minded enough. He's got that lifelong scout mentality. Love your comment. Love seeing you, TM. Yes, he's got to grow up from a scout to a general manager, to an OG killer. That's what it takes. He's a good general manager. He's got to step up into that upper echelon, into the rarefied air of the Super Bowl winners, the Howie Rosemans, the Les Sneads, the Veaches. Step up into the air. It's got to be Holmes, Roseman, Snead, vying for the opportunity. Steve Wild, rather be Raiders with good picks than Lions at 500. That's fair. I did. It's good. I'll probably write it tomorrow, man. We'll see. A couple good stories just today, man. Whew. You guys definitely were interested in the fan. You guys are definitely interested in the fan suing for $100 million. And you're definitely interested in Maxx Crosby. There is no next subject. There's 1,400 people in here, Donkey Kong. What do you think they're interested in? My new goatee? There's 1,500 people in here. They're interested in the defense. This is what we're talking about. I'm here for like another 15 minutes. I want to get your opinions. But, Donkey Kong, being that I respect you, what do you want to hear about? I'm simple. I'm a simpleton. If 2,000 people want to talk about Maxx Crosby, your friendly neighborhood Habibi is going to talk about Maxx Crosby. It's a simple business, man. Boom! It's Jay Stees. That's right. It's Jay Stees is a Lions Lone Wolves MVP, man. I love seeing it. And he's one of the rare people I would let call me Habibi with a hard eye. Rare. Not that many people I would let call me a Habibi to my face. Hard eye. It's Jay Stees is one of them, baby. Go green. I don't know if I can ever not say that. It's Jay Stees. I'm going to say that in a high profile place somewhere, and it'll be our little thing that you'll know that where it came from. I might say it on ESPN. I'm going to say it at an award show. I'm going to be like, there's very few people that I let call me Habibi with a hard eye. But the fans of the Lone Wolves podcast, you know who you are. And I'm going to start laughing. They're going to be like, what is this idiot doing? That's right, baby. Saki, shout out, man. What up, Doc? I'm feeling good. Was in a lawyer's office today. A performative lawyer was like, oh, how dare you ask what my client said to DK Metcalf? It was wild. It was energetic. It was wild. If you ever go to one of those, I recommend it. He was full on selling for his client. He was shaking his ass for his client. And I loved it. He was like, my client has been wronged. And he was like just selling for those dollars. Man, it was crazy to see in person. It was crazy to see. But yeah, Donkey Kong, what question you got? I'll air it up here. Hit the emojis. Hit the like button. 1,600 people. Wow, man, that's really awesome. Yeah, you know why I think this topic is popular? Because you believe that, okay, you see the Seahawks, you see the Patriots. Why has there been a fascination with Maxx Crosby? Because there has been now a revelation your defensive line wasn't good enough. There's very few people that are going to defend that the Lions' defensive line is good enough. I don't know too many that will print that will say that will believe it without getting laughed at. The Lions' defensive line's got to step up. Brad Holmes took a swing on 3 of them and whiffed on all 3. And he landed. He only had a 25% efficacy rate. Levi Onwuzurike, Josh Pascal, Al-Quadin Muhammad, and Marcus Davenport won. And you drafted Ahmed Hassani. He's developing. He's still in his learning curve. So what does that tell you? The numbers say that they've drafted a number 2 pick with Aiden Hutchinson, and the rest have not done well. Al-Quadin Muhammad, Marcus Davenport. And Al-Quadin Muhammad was not even an every down, 3-down defensive end. Maxx Crosby just, I think, puts you right in that upper echelon to be able to stop the run, to have pressure on the quarterback. I think it unlocks Aiden Hutchinson even more. It might even unlock Aleem McNeil. And I think we got to have that conversation. Would you trade Aleem McNeil to save some cap space and get some draft picks in a year or two? We'll see. We got to look at all the cap ramifications, but everything to me is on the table. Everything, each and everything is on the table to be talked about, especially in a year when you fell backwards and you didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, you did, right? Did you hear my voice, TM? I saw the press conference. You're a Steelers fan. You keep pressing me on what? I mean, it was a simple question. What did your client actually say to DK? And he talked and kind of skirted around it. And the guy's like, so what did your client actually say? I asked the question about are the tickets still good? Is he still in good standing? And then I also asked at the end, I asked if DK Metcalf recants and says, I did not hear him say that. If he recants what was said, is the lawsuit over? I think it would be, which is crazy. But I'm curious to see how this case plays out. I would think that because the lawyers said, we're going to ask for proof. Where's your proof? The NFL reportedly, according to the documents, gave them proof that said, we don't have anything that says that this guy said anything. Currently, allegedly, reportedly, from what Fox 2 that I read. Now you got to double, triple check. So just a quick reminder, allegedly, in the reports that have been all over the internet, this Ryan Kennedy is suing DK Metcalf because he believes that the comments made that he used racial slurs were false. And now we got to decide, we got to have the court. But if the other side recants, the attorney said it would go a long way. Steve, good question. Did you look hot 5 years ago, bro? I was much more youthful. There was less grays. But you know what? I'm aging well. Youthful. Do a schwitz once a week. Skin's good. Feel good, strong. What am I, 8 years in, about 8,000 blogs written? I'm doing the reporter thing, the podcaster thing. I'm growing now 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. Everything that I've ever wanted in a career, I did. I'm happy. Got some lovers, got some haters. It's all you could ever ask for. People call me back. Some don't. But I got 2 phones. I'm enjoying life, man. I'm enjoying the ride for as long as it lasts. Brent DeWitt. Brad causes baldness. He causes stress. Right? But in the pursuit of winning, I'm never going to stop. The Lions have not won anything, so there's never any room to back off. We are in the pursuit of winning. In the winning business, you need talent acquisition. Brad has done a B job of talent. Overall, in 5 years, he's done a B. That's good, but it takes an A+ to get a Super Bowl. That's just the facts. You got to do better in free agency. You got to do better in drafts and do better across the board with everything, with the medical staff, with the roster, with the coaching. Everything's got to be better. The word that they're using is evolve. That's just code for be better. I know all the code words now. We have to evolve. We have to evolve. It's just code word for we got to be better. Yeah. Correct. All this has been written at Lions on SI. You can get the nitty gritty. I did a good report too. I'm not going to lie. I'm proud of myself. I grew. And all the credit for my growth as a writer only goes to Emmett and Emmett Matazovsky, Christian Boer, and Vito Churko. They've worked with me, and I've followed their lead, and I've become a better writer. I'm getting there. But like I said, I want to be known as a podcaster. That's the word that makes me proud, that makes me light up, that makes me motivated to try a daily show for a month when I've never done it before. I've been a weekly guy. Doc, Diana Rossini says he wants to play for Vrabel in New England. That's his first choice. It makes sense. No. He would want to play. Clearly, who would want to play for the Patriots? I got the word he wants to play there. My sources say the Lions are the top choice. First choice. Quotes. Yeah, he's not going to clearly single out one team. It's not like that. So, in essence, Steve, this is the common sense part. He wants to play for winners. But the top of the list is the Lions. Clearly, he's got a tie here. He has taken money out of his pocket and paid stuff to Eastern Michigan. Ayo, you're right. 1 first rounder is not enough. Would you guys be willing? Yes or no? Just simple yes or no to the 2,000 people in here. Smash the like button for your friendly Doc. Just yes or no. 2 firsts from straight up. 2 firsts for Maxx Crosby. Yes or no. That's where you got to go. Oh, that's where it'd be interesting. Oh, Tay. Love your deal, man. Love your aggressiveness. Tay, way, profit. McNeil, Laporta, and a first. Oh, I like your thinking. Oh, I like, welcome. Come to this group. I like it. Welcome to our group. I like your thinking. You at least offer something. I'm more along the lines of, how about Ennis Rakestraw and 2 firsts? You threw out some names. Nice. Look at you. It's an MVP comment, brother. Nice. McNeil, Laporta, and a first. Woo! That makes you think because it hurts. Woo! 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 I don't know. That might be a little steep. Can we offer McNeil and take out Laporta? McNeil, Terry and Arnold, and a first. They would say no. They'd probably say no to that. The award show's tomorrow. Cool. I told Christian today. My schedule is so off. I told Christian, hey, are you on? Let me text him. I think if the award show's tomorrow, he's gonna laugh. Award show tomorrow. Thank you for that. That was cool. Man, I love you guys. Thank you, man. It's almost 2,000 people on a Wednesday. That means a lot to me. It truly does. And remember, that's the only thing I've ever asked is I'm not rage baiting. I give you my opinion. You like it or you don't. Ronald. Oh. It's not possible, but I like your thinking. Rondo Smalls. Or that's an A. Sorry, man. I should put my glasses on real fast. Hold on. I want to say your name right because I know I've seen you in here. Properly. Rando. Okay. Now I'll never forget it. Because I am nearsighted. I should put on my reader. If you guys want to know. See how humble I am? I got the bifocals. And my wife's like, why didn't you get the line? I'm like, they wanted $200 more. I'm like, they're like, would you like the line where you can't see it? Sure, it's going to cost you $200. No. How much is the bifocal? Nothing, not that much. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So Rando, golf straight up. Listen, man, the cap hit is too high. Dead cap is 100 million this year. 100 million dead cap. You can't do it. But yeah, straight up, if there was no salary cap, I'd do it. But Parsons was younger. Parsons is younger. I feel like you can I think Crosby's going to go for maybe even less than a first. Might be multiple, but it might be just a first. Oh, now you guys are coming with some offers. St. Brown, first, second for Max and Brock Bowers. Oh. You guys are fun. Hell yeah. Ooh, making me think. Can't do it, though. St. Brown's legit. Man, Laporta and Brock Bowers, huh? Whew, tight end team. Man, that's a juicy trade, man. Whew. Smoke, you win. Smoke, you some. I'm going to put that one down. I'm going to see if my nephew does that one. Woo! You guys are coming with some good trades. Like it. Lions Live, shout out to you. He's under contract 4 to 5 years. Do the Raiders care what he wants? Well, listen, now you're starting to hear, before it was always he wants to stay. Now when you're having multiple media members say, hey, it's time. Listen, man, he's on a losing team. Nobody wants to stay with the Raiders. Another rebuild. It's like the Matthew Stafford situation. Got to do it. Motor City Mia, you got to believe. I know it's hard, but I know keeping your thoughts at 20% is realistic, but man, we ain't getting them. Yeah, listen, it's hope season. Let us hope, Motor City. I'm going with it. There's 20%. I'm investing in the 20%. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I believe he's going to be traded. Well, let's tell him. Motor City Mia, we can tell him. Didn't you hear your GM say he doesn't know what being aggressive means? Let's tell him. The transactional activity report has to be 5, 3 to 4 good free agents, 1 trade. 5, maybe 6. Get the TA meter to 6. What aggressive means is, yes, you want Maxx Crosby? Yes. You want a cornerback free agency? Yes. What's it going to take? TA meter of 5. Being aggressive means make the deals. Spend the money. First and foremost, when it's time, restructure everybody. Kick all the cans down the road, all of them. I want $120 million in cap space, and I want to spend all of it. I want ridiculously gross overpays. What do we care? What's the worst that's going to happen? You don't make the playoffs. That's what you've already seen. I'd rather not make the playoffs with Tyler Linderbaum, Maxx Crosby. All of them. I want them all. I'm not going to say no to anybody within the top 10 of free agents. I want them all. That's it. I want Keon Coleman. I want them all. There's no position where I go, we're good. I don't say we're good. I would walk into every meeting going, we are nightmarish. They'll be like, Doc, I would walk into the building and they would be like, John, why aren't you smiling? We finished 9-8 and we didn't make the playoffs. We had 4 straight years. I don't care. We are ridiculously bad. We are horrible. I want all of them. I'm like, get me players. But John, you're going to sacrifice the next 3 years if you don't. I don't care. Let's push. Be like, listen, I got this. I will put together a scouting department that we will have one down year. We'll get the 3rd pick, and then we'll come back. We can do it. Stop being scared. Everybody always says, well, if you make all these moves, it's just automatically not going to work. Then why try? Why are we even investing in anything? Why? It's just everybody, it's if it's passive, it's going to work. But I thought that the passive plan that we just saw didn't work. Draft, develop, kind of find older guys coming off of injury, 50% free agency rate. Maybe just move up a little bit in class of the free agency. I thought draft and develop was supposed to get us sustained success. I was told sustained success was coming my way. It just doesn't happen. I'm ready to push, ready for 26 and 27. These are the years. Add the talent. You should have added Micah Parsons. You let your rival get Micah Parsons? You should have had Micah Parsons. But all you guys were like, or a lot of you guys were like, but against the run, he doesn't do nothing. Yeah, he was not worried too much against the run when he was finger pointing, sacking your quarterback. It's time. Like the NFL is a short window. And the fan base is ready. We're ready for some risk. There's 2,000 people in here off of one single report about Maxx Crosby because you have hope that the defense would get better. I'm proud of you guys. A proven player, a baller. That's what being aggressive means. You try things. Being aggressive for me is, okay, don't do a one day video podcast. Do them every day. Some you tape, some you do live. You answer a million questions. What being aggressive is not just taking super chats and reading the comments from those that pay. Read the comments of 90% of the people or 80%. That's aggressive. What's aggressive is telling everybody how you feel about everything all the time. See what happens. So far, 6,000 subscribers. So far, so good. And it's all due to you fine people. Thank you. I think everybody in here that's watching, 2,100 people are interested in talent. Talent wins games. Being aggressive. Fortune favors the bold, always. Started Detroit Sports Podcast with my great cousin Adam Strzezinski with no expectation. Maybe 5 listeners. It worked out so much better. Fortune favors the bold. We're tired. I mean, and especially you have to factor in this team has never been to a Super Bowl. 60 years? Come on, man. Your fans deserve a shot. And listen, best point here before I get out of here next 10 minutes. Right. Scared money never make money. Would you be willing? Listen, I'm of the opinion if they pushed, it gives them a better chance. Would you be willing, let's say on the high end, would you sacrifice, push in for 26? If it doesn't work, it costs you 27 season and 28 season. Would you push and see what happens? Would you push, see what happens to sacrifice 2 years if it doesn't work? Yeah. I'm willing to push. And then you rebuild. You tear it down, you rebuild. A couple more 9 and 8 years, 6 and 10, 6, 11, whatever. Get back after it. Good evening, Riley. Hope all is great. Haha, Rando. Golf and Monty for Max and Gino. Oh my God. No. That one I'll veto. We got it. Rando, I hate to be the first one. I've entertained most of them. I'm vetoing that one. I'm vetoing that one. Now, there's 2,000 people in here. I'm almost certain the Crunch Time guys are going to entertain this topic. If there's 2,000 people here, please support those guys. They kicked off this platform for me by letting me live out a dream to have a weekly spot on somebody's show. Those guys and a couple other shows took a chance on me and said, hey, come on every week. So I'm not going to invade their time today. Go over to Crunch Time Sports, Hefe and Booner. They're grinding. These guys are crazy. Not as crazy as me, but they're crazy. Hefe, Booner, Crunch Time Sports. Hop on from here to there. I'll be there at 8:45. We'll talk more about it. And the reason you're listening in because you have the same level of passion for winning that I do. There is no room for mediocrity. There's no room for that. There should have been a report now. Listen, sometimes you got to pounce. There should have been a report today that said, well, last year the Lions called. If it was me today, Brad Holmes, I'm sitting there going, damn, 2,000 people on a Wednesday for Doc. Normally he gets 500. Damn. I'm going to be like, you know what? Ian, Tom, Adam. Or you know what? I'm going to message Danny Rogers. Danny, last year we reached out to Maxx Crosby. I'd be like, oh, yeah. And then David Montgomery spoke to David Montgomery's making the rounds. He spoke to, I think, PFT. He said, I talked to him briefly. It's pretty evident that he knows exactly what has to happen, and he's prepared for the task at hand. So it'll be good to see what he implements in our offense and how he can improve, courtesy of Will Birchfield, who tweeted it. So that will be the assignment for Christian. Ooh, got a little text here too. Good news. It's good stuff. Hope everybody's doing well. hop on over to Crunch Time Sports. I appreciate the 2,000 people, man. That means a lot. That truly means a lot to have people that want to listen and want to tune in. We do this every day at 7. Hope to retain more of you. Hit the subscribe button. Like our videos. I'm a trusted Detroit Lions reporter. You hear my voice. You see my face. I'm not pretending to be a reporter. I'm going out there trying to do it the best way possible for me with the schedule that I can have the balance to be able to stay at home and see my kids grow up and go out there and cover the Lions. I'm John Macaroon. I represent the Detroit Sports Podcast, which I founded with Adam the Jock Straczynski. Came up with a crazy idea in 2013. And on Sports Illustrated saw the passion, they saw the diligence, they saw a grinder, and they said, come with us. And I said, yes. Get me to the promised land. And they delivered on every promise they ever made. And I'm loyal to that. For now. So far, so good, guys. Thank you. Please, there's 2,000 people in here. All I'm asking, like the stream. Hit the like button. It's the free way to support. Become a member. Subscribe to the channel. And now hop over to Crunch Time Sports. Tell them Doc has a lot of love. He'll see you at 8:45. We'll rile it up some more. Your friendly Habibi, insider, podcaster, Habibi, hard eye, podcaster, writer, insider, reporter, alarmist. I'm your guy. The Doc, John Macaroon. You can find me easily anywhere at Detroit Podcast. Comments, you see a comment, you see that little blue circle. That's me. I take time to talk to the people who made this possible. I'm only here because of you. That's it. Let's go. Back tomorrow. Let's see how this evolves. The Lions are the first choice of a star player. It's a good starting point for Hope season. Let's go.